Good day, everyone. Today's video we will be discussing data collection. Here are the topics that we will be discussing today. Let us first define data. According to Merriam-Webster.com, data is defined as factual information such as measurements or statistics used as a basis for reasoning, discussion, or calculation. Data that has been processed or saved by a computer. Text, documents, photographs, audio clips, software programs, and other forms of data can be used to store this information. Computer data is contained in files and directories on the hard disk and can be interpreted by the computer's CPU. Now, data has two types: quantitative and qualitative data. Any data in numerical form, such as numbers and percentages, is referred to as quantitative data, while color, scent, appearance, and consistency are examples of qualitative data. Secondary data is usually quantitative in nature and has already been obtained for a separate reason by another group. So, what is data collection? Data collection is a method of collecting and analyzing data from a variety of sources in order to obtain a full and accurate picture of a subject. Data collection allows an individual or organization to answer pertinent questions, assess results, and forecast future possibilities and trends. So, why is it important to collect and accurate data? Maintaining research credibility, making informed business decisions, and ensuring quality assurance all require accurate data collection. Without an accurate data, business are doomed to fail. There are different methods of data collection: surveys, interviews, and focus groups are the most popular method for gathering data. Depending on the project, companies can now collect data from mobile devices, website traffic, server activity, and other related sources with the aid of web and analytics software. After ensuring the data is accurate, next is data validation. Data validation primarily helps in ensuring that the data sent to connected applications is complete, accurate, secure, and consistent. This is achieved through data validation checks and rules that routinely check for the validity of data. These rules are generally defined in a data dictionary and are implemented through data validation software. To determine the validity of the data, it should be accurate, coherent, and consistent. This means that data are related, clarity and accessible, and also timely. The next is data presentation. Presenting data effectively and efficiently will help your audience quickly understand each and every point that you wanted to showcase. Data presentation is described as the process of visualizing the relationship between two or more data sets using various graphical formats in order to make an informed decision based out of them. Now, there are three types or three methods of data presentation: textual, tabular, and diagrammatic. Textual is basically putting the results into a logical order. The disadvantage of this approach is that in order to get a clear image, one must read the entire text. The next is tabular. This is where data is presented using tables and graphs. It is a format for presenting data in rows and columns. Lastly, diagrammatic. This method of data presentation and interpretation conveys a great deal in a limited period of time. The types of diagrammatic presentation are geometric diagram, bar diagram, pie chart, frequency diagram, and histogram. The next topic is the primary scales. There are four primary scales in analyzing data. Let us discuss them one by one. The first is nominal scale. The nominal scale or scales are used to mark variables that have no numerical significance. As you can see in the example below, given are the categories like gender, hair color, and a question of where do you live. The choices given, though does not have a specific order, it does not or it doesn't matter if your choice is arranged in male or female or vice versa. The second is ordinal scales. Ordinal scales is where order of the values is important and meaningful in ordinal scale, but the variations between them are not well understood. As you can see in this example, okay, how do you feel today? Okay, number one, very unhappy, okay, happy, and last option is very happy. So the arrangement of the choices are important. The third primary scale is the interval scale. Now, interval scale are numeric scales in which we know both the order and the exact differences between the values. The classic or a classic example of an interval scale is Celsius temperature because the difference between each value is the same. The fourth primary scale and the last one is the ratio scale. The ratio scales informs us about the order, the exact value between units, and have an absolute zero. They are not or they are the ultimate data measurement scale. They can be used for a wide variety of descriptive and inferential statistics. When it comes to statistical analysis, ratio scales open up a world of possibilities. These variables can be added, subtracted, multiplied, and separated in meaningful ways, or in short, ratio. The mode, median, and mean can be used to determine central tendencies. Ratio scales can also be used to quantify measures of dispersion, such as standard deviation and coefficient of variation. And that concludes this video. Thanks for listening.